I knew from the minute that I went to medical school that I wanted to become an infectious disease doctor and work in the field of HIV medicine and HIV prevention and for everybody, right? Women, men. There have been a lot of things that are sort of like mini victories for me in my life. I think the first is just that I've been able to be resilient through a lot of different challenges in my life. I didn't grow up with a lot, and I was given certain gifts, but I was also given certain things by the universe that made my life pretty challenging. And so I feel like my greatest achievement is to look at stigma and to be faced with stigma and to be faced with judgment and to be put in positions where I may have been the only person who was like me in that group of people, and to just overcome it and to keep sort of like moving through adversity. I think for me, the struggles that I've been through and the downtimes have helped me to identify with people, other people's struggles, and to create a version of medicine that helps all of the people that I know have been through exactly what I've been through in my life. This morning, for instance, I was opening up my Facebook, and some troll had sent me like an instant, a Facebook message that said, you'll always be a man. You were born a man. I hope you die, you scum, and I bet you have AIDS. And, that's what motivates me to get up and do what I do in life, because that has no impact on me, right? Like that person, I don't know who that is. It doesn't matter to me who that is. But I know that for a teenage trans girl, that is so impactful. And I know that every time that somebody in my community has to be exposed to that kind of stigma and discrimination, that somebody has to get up and sit at the table for that person who it is going to impact. Somebody has to get up and be a voice for those people who don't have a voice, for all of those people who are exposed to all of that stuff and who don't have the courage, or they don't have the support that I have to stand up and to just exist despite having all of that stigma against them. We know that some of these kids wouldn't make it, some of these adults wouldn't make it because of like everything around them. And we get to be that little teeny place where one person gets to come and maybe for the first time in their life that somebody looks at them and uses the right pronouns. That's a great achievement, that we can create that space for people who may never have that space anywhere else. To be honored by the Y is very validating for the work that I've done, and I think the Y is a great example of how we can start to do better because they've been inclusive, right? Like me sitting here is the YWBA being inclusive, right? Me sitting here says that they want trans women at the table with them and to be a part of the message of the YWCA. So, I think simple little things like this will help to change policy because it will make people look and say, trans women exist and we need to include them in our programming for violence against women and domestic violence and, overall sort of like empowerment programs.